Toto Wolff opened up on considering leaving F1, beating myself up. Mercedes team principal Toto Wolff admitted this week that he has no clue where his team will place in races as concerns surround the team's performance. He said, "It's hard to say exactly where we'll fit in the competitive order this weekend in Bahrain, but that's what makes this new season and new era so exciting. It's a clean slate for everyone and all to play for. Like we always say, what we love about F1 is that the stopwatch never lies, and we will get our first understanding of the competitive truth on Saturday in qualifying. I'm excited to see what the weekend has in store." Wolff has overseen a period of dominance for Mercedes as CEO, team principal and a 33% stakeholder. Despite this, the Austrian admitted that he considered quitting F1 and Mercedes in 2020. Speaking to ESPN in June 2021, he explained how a contract dilemma in 2020 left him tempted to leave the sport and concentrate on his other businesses. Asked if he considered walking away from the sport, Wolff said, "Often. Last year I was really beating myself up to come to a decision of whether I wanted to go back in finance and have a hedge fund or continue with my private investment company or stay in motor racing. At the end, motor racing won." Asked what made him stay, he added, "I think it's the sheer fact that the stopwatch never lies. You always have a benchmark. There are new challenges that are coming and that continue to develop the organization and the team into the next generation. It's about diversifying the business while not distracting from racing. As a company we are growing at a tremendous rate. So it is a fact that we are a sports franchise, only 10 exist in a spectacular global sport, and with an enterprise that is Mercedes that's going to generate $556 million, £457 million, in revenue. We are not a small company anymore. But still, it all comes down to the lap time, always down to the stopwatch." When Wolff's future at Mercedes was in doubt, some speculated that the Austrian could even become the CEO of F1 itself. Wolff held initial talks with F1's owners Liberty Media via its CEO Greg Maffei, but ultimately opted against it, pointing out in an interview with F1 in 2020 that it wouldn't have gone anywhere anyway because Mercedes rivals, Ferrari, wouldn't have accepted that. Eventually, the job was handed to former Ferrari team principal, Stefano Domenicali. Wolff added, "The job appeals to everybody, but first of all, I think Stefano is the better CEO for such a company. He has been the CEO of Lamborghini, has run Scuderia Ferrari and obviously his role at Audi, and he is fantastic for that role. I enjoy being a co-shareholder and co-owner of the team that is a franchise and diversifying in many other interesting areas. So I have no regrets at all. I think Greg Maffei absolutely took the right decision to go for Stefano and he is better for that job than me." The start of the new F1 season will also bring with it another year of verbal sparring between Wolff and Red Bull boss Christian Horner. The two team principals repeatedly clashed in the paddock and during interviews, and Horner has once again taken aim at Wolff this week. The 48-year-old has described himself as a workhorse compared to Wolff, who he branded a tax exile for spearheading Mercedes remotely from his home in Monaco. Horner told the Daily Mail, "We are very different. If I'm not at the racetrack, I'm in the factory. I'm not living as a tax exile in Monaco, running a team remotely. I am hands-on. My diary is full from the moment I arrive to the moment I leave, dealing with issues within the team. I have very much an open-door policy. I grew up in the sport. I was a race driver that turned my hand to running a team. I'm a racer at heart." Toto has come from a very different background. He has a financial background and is very driven by what the balance sheet says. Results dictate that performance. Does he share the same passion as a racer? I have no idea. Will he be here in 10 years' time, or will he have cashed in and be on his super yacht? I have no idea.